Hello and welcome to How to Husqvarna. Right, today we are cutting a tree, saag 'n tak. Okay, what is the correct way, what you should and shouldn't do? David is going to tell me.
How's it, Andre? How are you?
Good and you?
Good, thank you.
No,
Ek hoor jy wil you want to saag 'n tak.
I want to saag 'n tak. That's
Okay.
what I want to do here.
So, what do you want to do besides saag 'n tak?
Okay, before we get to that, let me just put this in and I need 2 hands to explain this to you. Okay, so I want to take this off because I want to basically make a clearing here so that I can use this space that I've got under here.
Okay.
So in my mind, really easy. I'm just going to get rid of this and I'm just going to saag it off here.
All right, before we do that, let's look at some practical things here for you quickly.
Okay.
Right, if we're going to cut it here, what do you think is going to happen?
I'm going to cut it off. I've got no idea.
Okay, so my next question is this limb supported on the other end or is it free hanging?
It's free hanging. So basically it's just going to go down when I start sawing it. Am I
Right.
correct?
What is going to happen here is if we cut it here, it is going to start pulling away from the original stem.
Yes.
But before you can cut through it, it's going to tear the bottom half of the
Oh.
bark and it's going to strip back further than what you intended.
And then you get that like what they call a tear that,
Yes.
you get
That
there.
is correct. So let's rather
So
not
when I
do
look
that.
at a tree and I see the tear, I know what someone did there.
Correct. That's what
well-
you keep seeing.
I'm with you.
And that's why sometimes in your garden you get these nasty little tears on the underside of branches.
And the other problem with that is that diseases and those types of things can then
Correct.
go in there and
Correct.
So
Okay.
what is then the correct way to
Right.
actually go about this?
So for this branch specifically, we're first going to reduce some weight.
yeah.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take this limb off and we're just going to do this limb just to show for the moment. We're going to start off at a bottom cut, not at the top,
Why do I want to do that?
because at the bottom we're now removing the bark, the
Yes.
strong piece of the timber that holds this whole thing together. So we're removing the bark at the bottom. We're just going to cut about 1/3 of the way in and then we're going to stop. You're then going to cut in front of that and you're going to cut the branch off. So,
I cut it basically at an angle.
no, you're going to cut it straight down.
Okay.
So now what happens is when this branch, the weight pulls this branch down, it's already lost the bark here. You're then going to see that it's going to snap and have a clean cut.
Okay.
Now, we actually want to take the branch off here. That's why we're going to do it a little bit in front. Now when we come back and take it off on the joint, we don't have weight pulling on the branch.
That's a
And
problem.
Now you can take the one from the top.
So what I want to know is, and then what do I do? Do I just cut it straight there at the angle? Where do I cut it?
Remember when a branch like this grows out,
Yeah.
if you're going to cut it flat and flush, this branch and that branch is 2 different thicknesses.
Yep.
So you're either going to hurt the tree by using an entire large piece of timber here that takes forever to heal. So what we're literally going to do is we're going to take 1 finger width away from the end and we're simply going to cut it above the joint. Now you're going to cut it in line with the branch here.
Yeah.
Remember,
Because then I've got a nice. Well, it looks nicer.
it looks nicer, but remember you don't have weight on it by now.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a nice, easy cut. And you don't have to be scared of something falling on top of you or trying to duck a branch that's jumping back at you, because it does have foliage on that side. So you don't want it jumping back. All right, are you going to try this?
Let's try that. First things
Okay,
first.
awesome.
I've got my chaps. I've got my gloves. And if you want to know why that is important, go and have a look at our PPE video. And David will explain why that is important. Okay, right. So, and
Right. Visor down.
visor down. Luckily, we've got our trusty little battery one. This I've learned. Handbrake on or chain brake,
Correct.
and then switch it on.
Correct.
There we go. And then when I want to cut, basically,
Correct.
I'm ready to go. Right. Okay. So first things first. You say that I cut in
Just-
1/3.
Just 1/3 straight up from the bottom. Okay. That's a little bit further than a third, but that's not too much of a crisis.
Well, it's not my fault. It's the saw that just goes like butter, like a hot knife through butter.
Right, now just slightly in front of that cut. I want you to take a cut from
Yes.
the top down.
So basically like that.
No, make the saw straight.
Yep.
Straight. There we go.
Yeah. So I just cut it like that.
Just
I don't have to do this. I just do that. That was quick and easy. Huh.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going good at this.
All right. Now we're going to take this cut. Remember, you
Yep.
just want about a finger's width away
A
from
finger,
there.
and then I just do it
You-
like parallel.
There
parallel
we can
to
go.
that.
Now you'll notice there is no weight on that branch anymore. So
Yep.
we're not going to get any tearing.
Awesome. I just want to get cutting.
Go.
Quick and easy. Simple.
And you have a nice cut that you can seal.
Awesome. David, thank you very much. Okay,
Pleasure.
so listen. Did you see how this thing went through that wood? It is awesome. I cannot, and I'm going to sound like a gramophone, broken gramophone, but you will not believe what these things can do unless you've literally worked with them yourself. So stay tuned for our rest of our videos on how to Husqvarna. Promise you, it's worth it.
Cheers.
Cheers.